What up, NSP gang?
What
We're
they do?
back
What's
at
up?
it with another banger.
Yes, sir.
We got the ocean is way deeper than
You think?
Let's see how deep is it. Let's get into it.
How deep
There's
is
a
it?
reason why I don't like water.
Really
I like taking showers.
Because I
deeper, in
can't
fact,
swim.
than most of us realize. If you were to shave off
'Cause my
all of the
bones stretch.
land from the tops of every continent and island in the world and fill up the ocean's deepest points with that land, then the entire Earth would be covered in an ocean 2 miles deep. 3/4 of our planet is already covered in water, though, and it goes a lot
Yup.
deeper than just 2 miles.
I
Let's
bet.
start with a sense of scale. This dot right here is the size of an average human.
human,
This
okay.
slightly
Tiny as
larger
hell.
dot is the size of an elephant, and
Alright.
this is the size of the largest ship ever built, the Knock Nevis. With that in mind, let's start going underwater and see what we find out. The first milestone is at 40 meters below the surface, which is the maximum depth allowed for recreational scuba diving. A little further down at 93 meters is where the wreck of the Lusitania was discovered, which is interesting because the Lusitania itself is 240 meters long, which means that it sank in
conspiracy.
water shallower than it is long, so if the ship was standing
That's
on
crazy.
its stern or bow, it would be sticking out of the water. Just slightly
crazy.
deeper than that, at 100 meters, is where diving can become seriously fatal if you're not careful because of decompression sickness.
Decompression
But that didn't stop a man
the
named
bands.
Herbert Nitsch to accomplish the free diving
he
world
look like
record at a depth of
the swimming version
213
of
meters.
Goggins.
This
Nigga
guy
went
swam down to
above
the
and
level
beyond,
of
Shout out
bro.
to him, bro.
one
Now,
sea
Goggins can
breath.
swim, though.
But a little further down at
Not even can swim.
332 meters, we have the scuba diving world record, which was accomplished
Oh
by
my
another
gosh.
man named Ahmed Gabir. If he had swam down another 111
Hey,
meters,
he would've
then
been dead.
reached the height of the Empire State Building, which was
Damn.
submerged underwater. And a little further than
never go
that,
that
at
deep.
500 meters below the surface,
Never.
we
I
arrive
have
at
no
the
business
maximum
going that
dive
deep.
depth of blue whales, the largest creatures on the planet, and
They're
also
diving
the limit of the U.S. Seawolf class nuclear submarine. At
Wow.
535
They're
meters, we can
modeled
witness
after
the
whales,
maximum
right?
dive
Submarines.
depth of emperor penguins, and this is when we must bring up the intensity of water pressure. At this level below the surface,
go
the
that
water
far?
pressure exerted
didn't
on a
know.
person or the penguins would be
pressure.
roughly equivalent to a polar bear standing on a quarter. So further down the depths, at 830 meters, would be the height of the Burj Khalifa
Yeah, you're a
in
pancake
Dubai,
at
the
that level.
tallest building in the world. Once we hit 1,000 meters below the surface, we begin to enter the scary zone. Light from
Twilight
the
Zone?
surface can no longer reach beyond this
Shout out to
point,
That
so the
shit
rest
dark.
of the ocean below
Shout out
is
to
shrouded in
Atlantis.
permanent darkness. On top of that, the water pressure you
That
would
was cool how you
experience at
did
this
that.
point would be about the same as if you were standing on the surface of the planet
Wow,
Venus,
that's-
meaning that you would die very quickly. You would also meet the giant squid at this sea level if the water
Oh
pressure
hell no! I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
1,280 meters,
I'm
we
good,
reach
bro.
the maximum depth dived to by the leatherback sea turtle, and further down at 1,828
Leatherback?
meters, we would reach the deepest part of the Grand Canyon, were it to be underwater with us. Down at 2,000 meters, we start to encounter some of the more terrifying sea creatures, like the ominously named black dragonfish, a carnivorous
little-
beast with a stomach
yeah.
that doesn't allow light to be emitted through it. Meaning that since we're in total darkness underwater at this point, the only way you would ever see this thing is
Flashlight.
with a flashlight.
Oh.
A little further down, at 2,250 meters, we would reach the maximum depth dived to by both sperm whales and the very frightening colossal squid. Sperm
I'm
whales
good, bro.
often have
Oh,
sucker marks
man.
and scars left on their bodies from battles with the colossal squid that likely
Wow.
lives at
That
these
big, bro.
incredible depths. The squids
They got
themselves
beef
can grow
for
to
real.
be 14 meters
Bro, that's the
long,
Kraken
weigh
for
up to
real. Stop playing.
750 kilograms with eyes the size of a dinner plate and razor-sharp sickles in the middle of
Bro,
their
that's a monster if
tentacles.
you've seen that in real
good
life,
luck
bro.
with that down there. Way further down at
Captain Phillips ain't got shit
3,800
on
meters,
that.
we can find the wreck of the RMS Titanic. And
Damn.
a bit past that, at 4,000 meters, we start to
That's why
enter
niggas
the
ain't got that shit
abyssal
out.
zone of the ocean.
Is it out?
Water pressure is at an
No.
astonishing 11,000 pounds per square inch down here, and there are numerous strange, almost alien-like creatures that inhabit these
I
depths,
bet.
such as the fangtooth, anglerfish,
I know the anglerfish.
and viperfish. Down at
Some fish was
4,267
clapped,
meters
bro.
is the average depth of the ocean where you would normally expect to hit the floor, but there are parts of the ocean that go significantly deeper than even this.
Oh
at
my
4,791 meters rests the wreckage of the battleship
Damn.
Bismarck sunk during World War II, and way down at 6,000 meters is the beginning of the Hadal Zone, named after the underworld Hades itself. The water pressure down at these depths can become 1,100 times what you
What?
experience way back on
Goku
top
got
of the
chained in the
surface,
water, I
which
feel
is roughly equal to an elephant balancing on a postage stamp or a single
It's
person
impossible.
carrying the weight of 50 Boeing 747.
You're getting crushed.
I thought it was gonna be
These
one of
steps
the
would be
cool
crushed
50.
immediately without any
You
outside
getting crushed,
protection,
nigga.
so life
Superman not
still
doing that.
exists
Stop
down
it.
here in various strange forms. At
Debatable.
6,500 meters, we reach the maximum depth that the DSV Alvin can dive to, a popular research submarine that helped to discover the Titanic.
Titanic, right.
Way
They did
further
discover it.
down at 8,848 meters
I'm
below
saying
the
we ain't get
surface,
that
and we
shit
have
out, I feel
arrived
like.
at the height of
No,
Mount
we're not getting
Everest,
that
were
shit
to be
out.
upside down and
We
placed
give-
underwater.
Mount
And then,
Everest?
way further
Get the
past
gold out,
even
though.
that, at 10,898 meters, we arrive at the depth reached by James Cameron in 2012
dude
during
went
the
that
deep
far?
sea Challenger mission.
Bro.
The deepest point in
Avatar
the
Way of
ocean
Water,
yet
stop playing.
reached by humans was back in 1960, though, when two men named Don Walsh and Jacques Piccard reached a depth of 10,916 meters using their Trieste
In
submarine.
1960,
It
bro.
took them 5 hours to descend through the ocean to
I
this
bet.
depth, and they only stayed for 20 minutes before
Yeah.
a window cracked and they began to just a bit further down from there at
Hit the gas, we're going up.
10,972
We're going up.
meters, and we reached the average flight altitude of a commercial airliner. So if you've ever looked out of a window while on a flight and looked down to the ground, that's a very good sense of how incredibly deep down into the abyss that we are currently at.
Right.
Finally, when we hit 10,994 meters, we have hit the bottom of the known ocean.
The
called
known
Challenger
ocean.
Deep, right here on this map.
There's
just
no
about
ocean's a
300
lot
kilometers
deeper than that,
southwest
maybe
of
twice
Guam
as
Island.
big, honestly.
However, it is
Like the
believed
undiscovered
that there are
parts of it.
almost certainly even deeper parts of the
yeah.
ocean than this that just
Yup.
haven't been discovered yet. It wasn't until 1997, after all, that the Sirena Deep was discovered with a depth of 10,732 meters, making it the second deepest known point in the ocean. It is estimated that only about 5% of the ocean's floor has been accurately mapped, leaving the other 95%
I believe
to
it
be
too.
currently
I
a
believe it.
mystery. It may be only a
niggas
matter
wanna
of
go to
time
space,
before
though.
an even deeper part of our ocean is
Which is just
found.
baffling
and
to me,
who
bro.
knows what we may discover
But bro,
there.
it's harder to explore though. Like there's that all that pressure.
Which is crazy, bro. It's harder to go out. It's easier to go outside
Out
your
than
world
going
than
in.
explore your
Your
own
own world.
home world. That's crazy, bro.
That's why I feel like the ocean to me just been. I think it's more fascinating though, because it's
Than
like
space.
than space, in my opinion. Because it's like something that I can not only see, but it's like damn, like what's all the way down there, fam? Like you know.
Like you know what they say, right? Like the ocean is the only place, or water is the only place we could, fly, but we can't breathe. You feel me? Like, I would agree with that. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
I'm more fascinated about the ocean,
Ocean than
and
the
coral
space.
reefs and all that than like space. Because
definitely.
water.
It's a real like it's like a whole new world, bro.
It is a whole.
It really is. Like you just go down like damn, like nigga, like am I really on Earth? You know what I'm saying?
On Earth, right?
That's serious, bro.
It's like of the earth. Like there's like these monsters we be hearing about and all those myths and all that, Atlantis and all that
They
stuff.
live
bro.
probably all the way down there, fam.
Like just chilling though. They're not even worried about us. But one day,
One day technology gonna get so good, bro. We gonna be tempered with them niggas, and they were just gonna discover some crazy ish.
I wonder, like, you know how they be throwing like nukes in the ocean, right?
Yeah.
I feel like one day it's gonna wake one of them monsters up, bro.
Like a Godzilla.
Just come to the
Hey.
service.
This comes
Hey,
from
who
the
woke me
surface.
up? Who woke my shit up?
But they got, you gotta think about, they got crazy vision. The creatures that are like deep. So I feel like that's why they don't want to come up because like
I don't think they got vision. I think they get sense.
This senses sonar.
Darkness, full darkness down there. So
But like elite sonar though.
But like you heard of like deep sea like gigantism? Like niggas like bro, shit just get animals get bigger the
down
deeper
there.
you go. It's
deeper
weird.
you're
Going, yeah.
it's because of the pressure. Because they gotta
You
survive.
need
the
some
pressure.
mass.
Well, actually, it would be smaller though, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like the opposite. Like I don't know the exact science to it, but like it's a phenomenon that happens like with isopods. Like normally like they're small on the surface, but like when you go deep, they're like
They get
as
bigger.
size of like a dinner plate or something like that.
Which is
So like, hey, if a creature is like humongously big, like bigger than like a sperm whale or a blue whale or whatever whale, bro, I think it's possible because the ocean is the only place on Earth that would like support it.
oh yeah.
Okay. Well, guys, that was our reaction. We appreciate y'all for watching. If you guys want to see more of it, check right here. We reacted to how deep does the earth go. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other.
Peace.